What's going on, people? What's happening? Good morning to everyone. Everyone that's checking in. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up as you check in. Identify yourself. Let us know who you are. Let us know where you're coming from. Let us know where you're at. Let us know how your day is going. Because right now, I'm in my kitchen. And I'm about ready to get a few things going. Just kind of get myself together here. Trying to figure out all the tools that I need. I like to have just about everything handy and ready to go as I need them to go, because this way I don't have to be scrambling trying to find things.
Say good morning to Yvette Guthrie.
Yvette, wagwan, cuz, big up yourself. How's the weather down there in Lauderdale? Hope you're doing well. Big up to the family. Yo, listen. Everybody in this chat right now, just go in and chime in a friend, a cousin, an uncle,
Say
a
good
nephew.
morning to Creations by JJ.
Creations by JJ. Big up yourself and good morning.
Dean White says blessings, Nino.
Who that, Dean? Wagwan, Dean. What's happening? Nice of you guys to join us. But like I was saying, tell a cousin, tell an uncle, tell a friend. Even tell the in-laws
say
in the
good
light.
morning.
I'm telling you, good morning.
Brampton Gardner.
Brampton Gardner, big up yourself. Big up yourself, Brampton Gardner. Because
blessings back to you, Dean White.
Bless
the
up yourself,
blind
Dean.
visionaire. Wagwan, my friend.
Well, I said, wagwan, my friend. One more year upon them.
Now, Rochelle, who is Brampton Gardner, is saying she ate hours ago.
Well, Rochelle, listen. I know you're probably an early riser, as I am sometimes, but on the days when I don't have to work, let me tell you, I want to find my way in my kitchen, get my things going. I actually ran into something this morning. You know, you go into your fridge or your freezer, you start digging things out and finding things. I found this bag in my freezer this morning. I'm assuming this is spinach. I think it's spinach. If it is spinach, I'm going to try to use it in my omelet. I may or I may not, depending on how I feel. Because, you know,
Creations by JJ says she's been up since 3 a.m.
Wow. Creation by JJ. Let me tell you, I don't think you went to sleep, did you?
And Brampton says that she slept until 7:30.
You guys are just doing well. But anyway, I always like to spread a little napkin down when I put my cutting board down so I don't get a lot of movement. So let me just get that going.
Family Adventure TV says hi, Nino and Lowen.
Big up yourself, ANI.
Good morning to you.
You guys are amazing. I'm glad you guys can join us here, but don't forget to give a thumbs up as you come in. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet subscribed, and like, share, and big up the wall on yourself.
Now, Dean says, one more day upon them.
Yes, Dean. Happy birthday, my friend. Hey, it's somebody's birthday somewhere,
That's
somehow.
Right.
Somewhere. Just like I know that somebody's having a drink right now. Somewhere. Maybe not here, but somewhere.
Faith Marie Unscripted is here.
What's
she
going
says,
on,
morning,
Faith
Nino
Marie? Big up yourself every time, because you know it's just pure vibes, pure loves, because that's all we deal with here. You know, just pure vibes, pure goodness, pure love.
Now, Creations by JJ said, I slept some, have to get back into my work routine since I go back to work on Tuesday. Okay, JJ.
But, JJ, you don't need to go back to work. Just tell your boss I said to give you another week off. I'm sure you'd love that. But it's all about vibes, right? All about
vibes. Sending you some love hearts.
Big up yourself, ANI.
Thanks for the like, ANI.
You guys are amazing. Glad you guys can join us today. Now you're probably wondering, what is Nino and Roll up to this morning? I'm about to tell you.
Now we got 11 people in the chat so far waking up, but we only got 8 thumbs up, so come on.
Hold on, well, let's do the math here. 11 people in the chat and 8 thumbs up. Those numbers don't add up. So I'm going to advise whoever you are, you know who you are, and you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, make your way over and give us a thumbs up. Because I'm about to share with you what I do on a Saturday morning when I wake up and I'm trying to find something to do, trying to find some breakfast. I normally just go into my refrigerator and I got a way of just creating something out of nothing. Okay, but this morning I'm gonna make it real simple for us this morning. I've got some potatoes left over from last night. Okay, and in doing so, I'm going to do a little creation this morning. I'm gonna make it nice. Marjorie Douglas Wartman family all the way over there in UK. Big up on yourself. Marjorie, chime into all your friends and family over there in the
Is
UK.
that Marjorie or is it our Marjorie?
Make them know, say, hey.
Marjorie says that yesterday was her
Mother's
stepmother's
100th birthday. Happy birthday, stepmother.
They had a
Wicked.
wonderful time.
That
wow.
is amazing.
That is a blessing.
That is truly a blessing. Truly
wow.
a blessing, Marjorie, and wish her a happy birthday from all of us. Edwin, Wagwan. Edwin, you played some tunes last night, my kuya. That was great. We had love you guys. You guys were amazing.
We had
great
a fun
session.
time on Edwin's live last night.
Check out Edwin, guys. If you haven't yet subscribed to Edwin, go over there and give him a link. Subscribe, show him some love. Whole lot of love we got in this house today. Big up yourself, Edwin. Every time, enough
Edwin.
love.
All right.
Yeah, man. We just got the thing going like this right now. We just got a little thing going. We're gonna be nicing up some breakfast. I'm gonna be making probably a cheese omelet. I may or may not add some spinach to it, as I said. How about you want to cook them day night cup? I don't can only find one in the dishwasher. Maybe. Wow, that's a place to look.
Well, that's where they go when you wash them.
What a novel idea.
That's where you go when they get washed, my friend.
That is true. The problem is, and I get told all the time, I don't fill the dishwasher and I don't empty the dishwasher. It's the reason I don't even have a clue what's going on in the dishwasher. But in any event, as I was saying earlier, so you go in your refrigerator, you see things, you're not quite sure what to do. Well, for me, I like to just open my fridge door and whatever I see, I just make something of it, whatever that may be. So this morning I got in there and I found, let me just grab a little bowl here. I found a few potatoes from yesterday. So I'm gonna make some potatoes. I got some potatoes here. I got 3 spuds. I'm gonna be cutting up my spuds. I'm gonna be sauteing those with some onions and some red peppers, some fresh thyme, maybe some garlic. And let me tell you, it's gonna be absolutely delightful. And then on top of that, I'm gonna be also making for you a cheese omelet. And like I said, I may or may not put spinach in it. It all depends. I mean, I'm such a moody eater that it all depends on how I'm feeling at the moment. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to get my, I hope you guys can see me there. I want to get my potatoes all cut up. So, just gonna, they're already cooked. So they're from yesterday. I'm just gonna cut them up nice big chunks. Get them all set up. I mean, you'd be amazed how many people you can actually serve with these 3 spuds. So you got a little bit of a black speck there that I don't like the way that looks. Just get rid of that. So what are you guys having for breakfast this morning? Have you had your breakfast already? Talk to me. Let me know.
Curtie TV. She wants to know where's the burrito.
Burritos. Listen, Curtie TV burritos gonna be next time. How about that? We're gonna be getting some breakfast burritos going. Maybe make some rolls.
Now Dean White says it's their Sabbath, so they will be in the background for support and love. Thank you,
and we
Dean,
appreciate
and happy
that,
Sabbath to you and the Dean.
Appreciate the support we get from you guys. So I've got my 3 potatoes all cut up here.
Edwin is thanking us. We love Edwin.
Edwin, you're amazing. Thank you, Edwin. And I've got a red onion here. Pardon me.
So I'm gonna move them a little closer to you until you can get the stove on, okay? Because they can see what you're doing.
Let me just grab my towel there. My towel kind of made its way down. All right. So I've got my my potatoes all cut up. I'm just gonna Get an onion right down there. I'm just gonna use a half of an onion. I don't think I need the whole thing. Maybe just a half. Now, one of the things I always like to do, guys, I always like to keep my knives nice and sharp. Because if your knife is not sharp, it's liable to slip, and you're liable to get injured. And we don't want any of that. So let me just grab, I've got the orange pepper here. Just gonna pop that in half. And I've already got all my peppers washed and all set up. So let's, now I'm gonna use this bowl right here. Now, Lo just hates when I put food waste anywhere other than where it's supposed to be. So let me just grab this bowl.
That's right.
And just ensure that the food waste gets into the right place. Because she gets on my case every time I end up putting some sort of food waste in the garbage bin or in the recycle bin, all because I'm just a little lazy.
Now, Marjorie said she had a cup of coffee, 2 boiled eggs, and garlic bread.
Wicked Marjorie, loving it.
We're going for the healthy breakfast this morning.
Yeah, we're leaning a little bit on the healthy side. So, but I just want to get these things going. All right, get my peppers going. Let me just empty this. And I've also got I've got some spring onions here that I can use for my greenery. As you can tell, I've got a little white, little orange going on here. But for the greenery, I would like to use a little green onions. I'll just kind of pop the colors a bit.
It's all about the colors.
All about the colors. It's all about the colors. So I'm just gonna get my my pan and my stove. So I move this camera back a bit so you guys can get a good look as to what's going on.
All right, yeah, that's a good look.
Yeah. And get some butter here. So what I like to do is I love to get the more difficult items I like to get out of the way. Like in this case, I've got my potatoes, right? I want to get the potatoes out of the way. I've got a tiny bit of oil in that pan. I'm just gonna drop a slab of butter in there.
That's tiny slab.
That's
a
tiny.
chunk of butter.
Listen, butter is like pork fat. It makes everything better.
Angie Mansour is in the house.
Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Angie. Big up Angie. Angie. Man, it was a lovely time yesterday, Angie. Had a grand old time. You guys are amazing.
Welcome in. She says thumbs up is done.
Thumbs up. We appreciate the love, guys. Thank you, guys. So, again, I've got, let me just grab I'm kind of spinning back and forth, just grabbing various items.
Angie's saying hello to everybody and good day.
We've got a clove of...
We're cooking breakfast here, Angie, and some of our friends are joining in. Angie, and we had a great time with Edwin
last night. Angie, thank you, guys. Get some garlic going. Now, garlic goes good with everything, guys. So, let's get some garlic.
Look at those chopping skills. I can't chop like that.
I'm sorry, I heard did somebody say another clove of garlic? Did I hear somebody say they want another piece? Okay.
One more piece. One more piece. We love the garlic over here.
All right, let's get some garlic going. Thought I heard somebody say, if I heard that wrong,
Angie and Edwin are having a love fest in the chat, guys.
Oh, yes.
Throw up the hearts for Angie and Edwin. Throw up the hearts.
Some more garlic. All right, so now I just give a little
Edwin
pound.
wants to get a jacket. Okay, Edwin, let's give you a jacket.
Give Edwin 2 jackets. I want to thank you guys for being
Edwin
here with us.
wants to connect. Yes, please connect, Edwin.
We get this garlic thing going here.
Thrive and glow with Joe is saying hello
All right,
to
so let's
everybody. Hello and
put that on
good
there.
morning.
I'm just gonna move everything over to my
Thrive
pan.
and glow.
My
Good
garlic.
morning.
My peppers as well as my onions. I'm just gonna put all that in there.
Anybody else that wants a jacket, please let me know, and we can give you a jacket so that you can connect to the other content creators.
So in doing this, I'm gonna do a couple things here. I'm gonna do a couple things here, guys. I've also got, just gonna slip this off the burner for a bit. I've got in this pan here, I've got, if anybody noticed, I've got some soursop leaf. I brought these all the way back from Jamaica. I got some soursop leaf here. I'm gonna draw some tea. I'm gonna make some tea with this.
What soursop
Now,
is.
soursop is a fruit that has a tremendous amount of medicinal effects. Some people
and the
say
leaves are very expensive.
some people say that this is something that either cures cancer or it's got the potential to have upwards of 10,000 times more potent than chemo. This is what is being said. So I brought these back from Jamaica. Okay, they're not too expensive to buy. I think you might be able to. Are they expensive?
Yes, you can get them on
So
Amazon.
we just go in Jamaica. And if you live in a tropical country, you know you just go in the back and pick these off your tree. You know how the thing goes. So I'm gonna just give this a little rinse, and I'm just gonna add some water to this. And I've got a back burner there that's got nothing on it. I may as well just drop this on the back burner and just allow it to just do its thing.
Edwin says that it looks good.
All right, so
And
I'm putting this back on the burner.
Cryty TV says that she's allergic to tomatoes.
Tomatoes, that's Cryty TV. I have no tomatoes today on my menu. There's no tomatoes happening today. So it's your lucky day.
Now, if you want a blue jacket in the live, please let me know and I can give you the blue jacket so that you can connect easily to other content creators in the chat, guys. Just let me know.
All right, so I've got this going. I think I've got some fresh thyme leaves. I'm going to add a little fresh thyme leaves to that.
It smells amazing in here, guys. Amazing. And thank you all for joining us for breakfast this morning.
Where's my fresh thyme? I did have it here. Where did I put it?
It's right there on the counter in front of your face.
Right in front of my face.
He's losing it, guys. He's losing it.
See what I mean? I can't do without Lo, guys. I'm looking for the fresh thyme leaves, and she looks at me and she goes, "It's right there, right in front of your face." Well,
Ooh.
just get some fresh thyme leaves in there.
I'm saying your name wrong, I'm sure, but Cryty TV says it's 15-20 hours there in the UK.
Oh, wow. In the
So
afternoon.
it's no longer breakfast for them.
You guys are having brunch. You're having a late afternoon brunch. All right, so we get that in. Once I get that sauteed,
wow, interested in
I'm
watching
going to add my potatoes. Add my potatoes to that.
Right.
And I've
Edwin
got,
says he's back to work. Take care, everyone. Take care, Edwin.
all
We'll
right,
see you
Edwin,
again.
take care. Just add a little bit of seasoning right here. I'm just using a little Sister Maggie. Sprinkle
Sister
a little
Maggie.
bit. Sister Maggie make everything taste a little better. Add a little Sister Maggie to that. I've got some
Edwin
black pepper
says
here.
Here in US,
A little black pepper.
10:20 a.m. Later, guys. Later, Edwin.
And you very often wonder when you see people using.
Later, Edwin. Edwin's leaving.
Bye, Edwin. When you see people using black pepper as opposed to white pepper. Now, black pepper is mainly used as a table pepper, so you can actually see the specks of black on there. If I was making something where I didn't want that black to show up, I would use white pepper. It would still add the flavor to the dish, but you won't get that obvious black specks on there. All right, so we want to get that going. And it doesn't really take a whole lot. Okay, and remember, the potatoes are all cooked. So in this case, I'm just kind of rethermalizing them, get them combined with the peppers and the garlic and the onions. So it doesn't really take a whole lot to get this going. And I remember I added some butter in the beginning. I wish I had some olive oil, but if you guys remember, I bought a bottle of olive oil the other day for a small fortune.
Yeah.
And for some reason, members of my household just kind of use it as if they're using vegetable oil.
Yeah.
And it all went.
Because that's what we're used to.
All right,
Guys,
so you can see there's
look in the bottom
the pepper
right
there?
corner, and you will see the hearts. You can give the hearts, press the hearts,
and
liven up the live.
lively up the live. How many people we got there? Rocking and sponking.
You got 11 people here.
All right. So I've got the potatoes going. I've got my green onions here. I'm going to be looking for a little bit of a color here, okay? Because again, you eat food with your eyes before you actually taste it. So let me just sprinkle some of that green on there. And I've got a little bit of some paprika. Gonna hit it with some paprika. Just a little sprinkle, give it a little red.
Angie says, wow, looks yummy.
Because I don't have any red in there. There we go.
And guys, you can bless up the live. You can bless up the live with some super chat. You can help Nino to buy some more olive oil that he's complaining about.
Or even some new pots and pans. All right. So I've got this going. I got my potatoes all done. I'm going to be pushing this off to the side, guys. Let me just shut this burner down and push that off to the side.
It smells amazing in here.
We're going to come back and we're going to attend to that a little later. But in the meantime and in between time, what I'm going to do with this,
look at that,
is
scrumptious. You could probably turn the light on.
Which light?
On the stove here.
Stove?
Those potatoes smell amazing. And there is the soursop leaf tea over there, getting ready to boil up.
And I tell you guys, along with my soursop tea that is going, look what I've got. I've got an amazing jug of okra water here, guys. That's my okra water. I have that sitting there overnight, sitting in that. I'm going to have a glass of okra water with my breakfast. It's going to be amazing.
Okra water, guys. If you don't know, you better know.
You better know. You better know fast, because that itself has a lot of medicinal elements. Okay, it's a lot of healthiness that's going on here. Again, this morning is all about healthy cooking, healthy eating. So let me, I'm going to be using this pan again. I'm just going to crack my eggs in my bowl. I'm making a 3-egg omelet this morning. 3 eggs.
Ooh.
See that little action? Want to see that again? Watch. You're going to crack your egg and you're going to use your 2 fingers to pull it apart. You're going to crack, pull apart in the bowl. Like magic. All right.
Nice, nice. See those
So
skills.
with that, I'm going to be adding some salt. Got some salt, a bit of salt on there. My eggs. And for this particular dish, I'm not going to be using any black pepper. I've got white pepper here. This is white pepper that I'm using. I'm going to put a little bit of sprinkle of white pepper on there. And it's all set. And where is my fork? Just going to scramble my eggs.
That's it, that's
Now,
it.
if you're making scrambled eggs, it's the same kind of technique. And as you see, I'm just kind of scrambling away and I'm twirling the bowl at the same time. Okay? Little bit of an extra thing going on there. And what I want to do is get it nice and foamy. This way the egg and the omelet itself is nice and fluffy.
Right? We have Beastmaster 61 here. It's Huey Roots.
What's going on, Roots? Big up yourself, Dread. Big up yourself.
Breakfast, guys.
Big up yourself. All right, let me.
Guys, let me know if you want the blue jacket so you can drop your links in the chat.
Gonna add a little butter to my pan here for my omelet.
And she dropped her link. Edwin dropped the link, guys. Connect to the links in the chat.
Connect to the links. A little butter in my pan here, guys, to get my omelet going.
This is supposed to be a healthy breakfast. There's a lot of butter happening over there.
Well, you know what? It is a healthy breakfast. Nobody said butter was unhealthy. Whoever said that? Okay? Butter is right up there, like I said, with pork fat. Because what I'm saying, pork fat rules. Pork fat rules. I like to add a little bit of vegetable oil to my pan when I'm making my omelet, along with my butter, because that lengthens the butter itself has a very low smoke point, and when you add the oil, it kind of stretches out the smoke point, so it doesn't start burning too fast. And I've got my soursop leaf tea just boiling up. Yeah, man, things are going.
Okay.
I'm just gonna turn the burner.
Guys? The smoke point. Maybe he didn't make that point clear, but it's all about the smoke point.
So the smoke point is every single oil or fat that you use has a smoke point. Some of which can tolerate and have a higher smoke point, some a lower smoke point. when you're dealing with butter, butter is one that has a very low smoke point simply because of all the milk fat that's involved. All right, so by adding a little bit of vegetable oil, it stretches out the smoke point, so it takes a little longer to heat it up, which means it's not going to burn as fast. All right, so I've got my butter going. I don't think I'm going to be using the spinach. I think I'm just going to make a cheese omelet for today. All right, I turn my burner down just a wee bit. Just get my cheese handy because it's going to happen fast. So as you can see, the butter is going. I'm going to be adding my egg. Try to fluff it back up. And in we go. The pan is nice and hot. Now, here's an important tool. You're going to need a rubber spatula as you do this because as the egg itself coagulates on the bottom of the pan, okay, what you're going to need to do is just move it. So you move the section that has coagulated, you move it around to allow the more of the liquid part of the egg to hit the surface of the pan, okay? So you just continue to do that. Everywhere that it coagulates, you move it and you allow the liquid to hit the bottom of the pan and it gets firm.
Technique.
And that is a way to make a successful omelet. You just move it out of the way, tilt your pan a bit, you get more of the liquid going, touching the surface of the pan, and allowing the omelet to form.
Eddie Vasquez, big up yourself. Eddie Vasquez, just put $10 in your super chat.
Wagwan, Eddie. Thank you, Eddie. You are the man.
Oil, so you can buy some more olive oil.
Thanks, Eddie. Appreciate that.
And you have Charles Samuels in the chat.
Wagwan, Charles, old Cornwall College brethren.
That is from
Wagwan,
Eddie
big up.
and Angie. Now, Charles says he's watching you.
Appreciate you watching, Charles.
He says while he's also having his vegetarian omelet.
Beautiful.
With a small drip of avocado oil
I love that.
Fried pan.
I love that.
Okay.
I love that, Charles.
Watch Queen cooking
so I've
chocolate
got,
and more. Says happy Saturday and blessings.
Look at her omelet there, guys. Look at her omelet. Nicely formed. Now I have two choices. I can either opt to flip this egg, or I can just put the cheese. So what I've done is I use my rubber spatula to kind of move the liquid around, and the liquid itself will start forming. And as it forms, okay, that will prevent the bottom of your omelet from burning because you're trying to firm up the top. So the top is nice and firm now. Look at that, it's nicely cooked. Okay, I'm gonna choose not to flip it this time around. I'm just gonna put the cheese directly on top of that.
Thanks again, Eddie.
Okay, I'm just gonna spread the cheese all over, allow it to sit for a minute.
Omelet, watch Queenie.
And I'm using a Tex-Mex cheese. It's already.
Bye, Eddie. Have a great day.
All right, Eddie. Have a good day. See you later. Have fun at work. Let me just put a little bit more cheese.
More cheese,
a little
more
cheese.
You guys want more cheese in the omelet?
What did you say? More cheese again?
More cheese.
All right, more cheese. There we go. Now that's gonna be a cheesy omelet.
Now watch
so as I spread this out,
connect to Eddie Vasquez and Angie Mansour. These are some content creators in the chat.
In the chat, yeah. Welcome all the content creators, all the visitors. Big up for the cell. All right. So I've got my cheese all set there.
Edwin said, "Shout!"
My potatoes all set. My omelet is all set, and I'm about ready to transfer my omelet from my pan onto my plate. So you got to see this. Let me just turn the burner off here. Turn the burner off. I'm gonna grab my plate.
Now trying to look and give all the content creators in the chat a good jacket so that they can connect with the other content creators.
Now here's a little trick, guys. You got your omelet. I want to hold my omelet by the handle, okay? And I'm gonna slide it down. Now if you see the round part of your egg, I'm gonna line that up with the round part of my plate, and you're gonna see how this presents itself. But by doing so, I'm gonna start it off in the very middle and allow it to fold over. Okay, take a look at this. So we go to the end. And look at that. Okay, we got everything in there. Let me just kind of got a little bit of liquid that got away in the pan. All right. We've got our omelet there. Okay.
Ooh, that looks so
and
good.
to our
We're talking
omelet,
about the technique here today, guys.
to our omelet, we're going to be adding some potatoes.
Watch Queen says she loves how you explain everything, and you are a great chef. Thanks again, Eddie and Angie, for the super chat.
All right, along with our potatoes, I've got a bit of fresh strawberries I'm going to be adding to this.
Guys, I want you to connect in the chat, connect.
We've got a couple of strawberries.
We have a lot of content creators in the chat here that would love for you to connect.
We have our strawberries.
Look
now,
at that
one of the
plate
things,
coming together.
one of the things that I don't
plate?
do.
Where's my plate?
One of the things that I don't do, guys, is I don't try to put food on the edge of plates. I think the edge and the outside rim of the plate is just there for just that, being outside rim. You don't want to put any kind of food on the rim. Okay, the rim needs to be clean. Okay,
Let me get you closer. Oh, it's all about presentation for him, guys.
It's all about presentation.
And the tea, the soursop leaf tea, is bubbling away there.
Yeah, man, we're gonna get her cup. And I'm gonna be pouring out our soursop leaf tea. Where's my little strainer? Where's my little guy? All right. So I've got my. Just gonna move my breakfast over. And I've got my soursop leaf tea here, guys. Just gonna turn my stove off. Oh. Strain off my tea.
Wow, Edwin says he's going for 114K. Thanks for all the support.
All right, so there's my soursop leaf tea. Now you do have the option. You want to sweeten this with a little agave, a little sugar. It's entirely up to you. Okay, let me just pop that over here. And I'm just kind of going back and...
All right, we are going to turn around. Sorry, guys, I don't want to make you dizzy.
All right, so... Where is... I need a fork.
All right, Nino's going to sit and eat in the kitchen.
Grab my fork. Now, for a lot of you guys, I'm going to be very frank with you. I have to admit, I'm not sweet enough, so I have to put a little sugar in my soursop leaf tea. Okay.
You can turn the thing a little bit. You don't have to strain.
All right. So I've got my sugar here, and I'm going to just put a little bit, just to kind of. How about that? Yeah, just a little bit of sugar in there. You might be looking at yourself saying, that's a little bit? It is. So just get my tea going.
Congratulations, Edwin.
Edwin, congratulations on your numbers. We love having you other content creators here on our live supporting us, family members, friends. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much. Keep giving the thumbs up, showing the like, showing the love. And so here I've got my, let me just grab, I think I might need the strainer for this. This is my, my okra water. And I keep a jug of okra water in my fridge all the time. I just keep replenishing this. So just a nice glass.
Saying, bless up, cuz.
Big up yourself, Phil. Right? Just get that okra water. You can see that, the way it's flowing. You might be questioning the way it's flowing, but that is okra. And the amount of medicinal element that this has.
We can't see it.
You can't see it? All right.
Notice how thick the water is.
That's my okra water. Now, there are times I use this okra water just to prepare like a soup. I can use that to prepare a soup. I think I'm going to actually make a video of that being preparing a soup using okra water because it really thickens this and it acts as a natural thickener. Okay, so I've got my soup. Pardon me. I've got my okra water. I've got my soursop leaf tea. Got my cheese omelet, my potatoes, and I've got some strawberries there. And that's going to be my breakfast for today, guys. So let me know if you have any questions, any query as to what's going on here, and I'll walk you through the process. Let me tell you, the okra water, that is something delightful, though. Soursop leaf tea, it's just amazing.
Oh, Lord, that's tough for me.
What's tough? The soursop. All right, look at this. The okra water. Here we go. And it just tastes like regular water. But think about the medicinal effect that this has. This is something that's healthy for you. It gets your day going. Great way to start off your day is having a glass of this. And I do that every morning. This jug is never empty. Always full in my refrigerator because it's a healthy choice. And this just prolongs life. Healthy eat. All right. All right, so let's dig into our omelet here. Why do I feel so low on this chair? Maybe I need to just stand up. I feel kind of low. I don't want the food to be below me. I want to have the food below me. I don't want to be below the food.
Has anybody else tried okra water?
Let me know if anyone else out there has tried okra water. And tell me what your thoughts are. Omelet's absolutely delicious. But we want to hear from you guys. Let me know if you haven't tried okra water. You got to try it. If you've tried it, let me know what your thoughts are.
How do you make it?
No, you want to try some of this?
This is all about you. It's your
So
life.
all I do is I get my okra all cut up. I put it in a jug. I put some distilled water. You can even use tap water if that's what you got. Just fill it and let it sit there and kind of seep overnight in the refrigerator. And this is what you get. You get a glass of delightful goodness.
Helps control your blood sugar.
Oh, controlling blood sugar is one thing. But let me tell you something. For you men, I'm saying put back lady nail pencil. And the ladies, it spruce you up too. So we got to get in there, and we got to start making healthy and healthier choices.
Here, put some omelet there. Who knows all about the okra water?
You want a half of my omelet?
Sure. Who knows about the okra water? Come on, tell us the secrets. Have you ever tried it?
You just can't let me eat the omelet in peace, and you have to have some.
So you want
She just won't let me eat the omelet in peace.
Who's tried the okra water?
If any of you guys out there tried the okra water, tell me what you think. What are your thoughts where this is concerned? And what else would you say? One of the things I'm thinking about as well is aloe vera. Single Bible. I can call it Single Bible. Aloe vera, which is, again, one of those other items that's got a lot of medicinal. And I know in Jamaica, them call it tuna, where they mix it with fresh coconut water. And that's something that is consumed on a regular basis by a lot of people who are very health conscious and want to live longer and see a longer life.
Now we have blue self-reliance is in the house.
Blue Self-Reliance, welcome to the chat.
And
Love that you guys can join us on a
she's
Saturday morning.
Swoop in and eat some of your breakfast for dinner.
I'm telling you. Hey, Blue, you know what it's like over in my house. People just drop in anytime, I don't even know how. Especially when they see Nino and Loan alive right now. I'm surprised my doorbell hasn't rang already.
Now, Woo Baby 904 wanted to know what the drink was.
Oh, that was my okra water. So this is it right here. That's my jug of my okra water. My okra all cut up. I use either distilled water or just regular tap water. If you don't have it distilled, you
always have some in the fridge.
Put the water in there and just let it sit in the refrigerator all the time. You get up in the morning, you take a glass of this, it's like getting your day started off right. Never mind all that caffeine. This is what you need to start your day.
Now watch.
A healthier choice.
That she uses it in her cooking, but she doesn't drink it like that.
Yep. Using it in the cooking. I think at some point I'm going to be making a chicken soup using that. Using the very same water there. So I use that for a lot of things. Either I'm cooking it or I'm just drinking it. I find that just grabbing a glass of it and downing it is a great way to go about, starting your day.
And it's tasteless.
Starting your afternoon. And the taste that you get from it, it's almost like eating tofu. It has no flavor, but it has a tremendous amount of health benefits. And this is what this is all about at this point. It's all about healthy eating, healthy drinking, and just being healthy. Just living a healthy overall life.
Philip says, okay, he'll drink it then.
Oh, it's lovely.
And
it's
Watch
absolutely
Queen
lovely.
says that you need to share your plate with me.
Well, come on over and watch Queen Phil. I hope you drink it. I hope you try it. I hope you enjoy it because it's absolutely lovely. Don't forget, keep the jug of okra water in your fridge at all times because you never know when you might have visitors.
Now, Blue says she loves drinking aloe vera.
Yeah, aloe vera is another good one. Another good one. Now, like I said, in Jamaica, they drink that a lot with coconut water. So you get two elements of healthy choices.
Now, Blue
and it's
says
all natural.
She wishes she was closer. She'd be here in a shot. And she says that she can't get okra there where she's at unless she grows it. And she's in the UK.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Blue, and I wish you could get some more okra there. We started growing our own okra this year. We've got some okra plants.
They're just little seedlings
and
right
little
now.
seedlets, but we eventually want to ensure that we grow a lot of our food. We're trying to grow a lot of our food from what do you say, from ground to table?
Yes.
Is there philosophy for from 2025 onwards? That's going to be it.
Grow more, spend less.
Grow more, spend less. That's what it's all about. We all know how expensive it is for food and anything to do with food.
Watch Green says, I'm not drinking that.
Oh, come on, Watch Green. You can do it. You can do it.
It tastes like anything. Maybe she doesn't like the aloe water.
It could be that you're looking at the texture and you've got your mind set against the texture. But when you drink that, it'll taste like drinking any kind of unhealthy bottled water that you think you're drinking. That's healthy. Okay, that is healthy. And that's a healthy choice. It does a lot for your body in terms of providing nutrients and vitamins and various sources of minerals. It's a great way to start your day, to finish your day, in the middle of your day. It doesn't matter when it is. It's a good choice all around, and I think everyone should tune to drinking okra water. And let me not forget my soursop leaf tea that I've got here.
And we have a video all about okra water. One of our best videos.
This tea is just absolutely amazing. It reminds me of my childhood days of drinking what they call in Jamaica bush tea, right? It reminds me of that. It's very natural. It's all natural element. So let me ask you this. If you had a choice of drinking something, there's in this case a cup of tea that's got medicinal elements to it, why wouldn't you choose that over a Tetley or something that they've got in a bag, or somebody put some food coloring on to make it look like it's tea? What's wrong with this? This is perfectly fine. And you may as well put something to your body that's gonna have some health elements to it rather than something that's colored water. Come on. This is it right here. But yeah, my breakfast is absolutely phenomenal. Enjoying it.
Now, Blue says that they have cleavers that grow wild, so she weeds her garden and she gets them for free.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not familiar with cleavers. What are cleavers?
Not sure what cleavers are, but
Tell us what cleavers are, Blue.
I'll tell you this though, that I've seen in the past, I've seen some Eastern European ladies out in the fields picking dandelion. And if you guys know, dandelion is something that we scorn. We don't want it on our grass. We don't want to see it anywhere around. And they tell me that they go home and they use those dandelions and they prepare them in a meal. Now, like most of these large pharmaceutical companies, they try to steer you away from things that are healthy for you. And I guarantee you, those same dandelions, they probably take and make into some kind of medicine and sell it back to you at a ridiculous price. Why not go out there and take that which is grown naturally and consume it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And one of these days, I'm hoping to try dandelion because I'm sure it's delicious.
Now, Watch Queen says that she loves the tea, and yes, it's true. It's natural, and she likes eating. She likes eating it with fish and caramel. Now, is she talking about okra or the cleavers? I'm not sure.
Cleavers. Did you figure out what cleavers are?
Well, Blue says, otherwise known as sticky willy or goosegrass, and it's normally a weed, but it has great benefits for cleaning the blood, and you can also make it into a tea.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing.
She says Blue also has millions of dandelions and use all the parts of them. She roasts the roots, and then she grinds them to make a coffee alternative.
Wow, that's amazing, Blue, that you find so many creative ways to actually do this. I also have a video there about okra that I make an okra punch. So if you guys go through my library and scroll through, you'll see an okra punch, which I use the same okra here, the okra water. I use the okra to create a punch. All right, so check that out as well. As I try to use a lot of healthy food types and raw material to create amazing things. So I just want to add, guys, I'm seeing that there's 12 people viewing right now, only 19, and we got 19 thumbs up. Wow, we're exceeding our expectation, loving it. Keep giving those thumbs up. And if you don't know, now you know. Reach out to a friend, tell them to subscribe and chime in to Nino and Lo, because we're here and we're doing the breakfast thing this morning.
Yes, and we're loving the way everybody's connecting.
That is just amazing.
Now, Watch Queen says she will check out the video. I put the link, guys, for our okra video in the chat. That's one of our best videos that we've ever made. And I'm telling you, okra water is going to change your life, guys.
Very, very good thing. Very good thing to consume. And don't forget, guys, when you start learning and hearing about these amazing things that are life-changing, life-altering, do share it. Share with your friends, with your family. Now, I personally wouldn't know about Nino and Lo by myself and keep it to myself. I would go on top of the highest mountain and yell out, Nino and Lo! So the whole world is subscribing, the whole world is chiming in, because the whole world's got to know that over here, it's all about good vibes and good energy.
And please, guys, Simply Elena is here. Simply Elena.
Wagwan, Simply Elena, big up yourself.
And please connect to all the other contact creators. Watch Queen, please connect. She just came from a wonderful trip to Taipei.
Yes,
Vietnam.
Watch Queen, we watched you, girl. See you doing the Taipei, the Taiwan thing. And big up yourself. You guys must have had an amazing time.
And
love
please
that.
connect to Blue. Blue has all the healthy food and how to stock up and buy healthy food. Great chef. Blue is a great chef.
Amazing chef. And you guys know as well that the cost of food nowadays is just absolutely through the roof. So we gotta wait less. Andrea J, big up yourself. Life with Andrea J and family. Big up, big up, big up. All right.
Simply Elena says it looks delicious. Tell her what
Thank you. So what I prepared here, Elena, I had a cheese omelet. I've got some potatoes here. I had some potatoes left over from last night. I just utilized that. Some strawberries. I had a glass of okra water here. I had a glass of okra water. I want to pour this, but I have a feeling that, oh, you see, just as I thought, one of those okra was going to slip into that glass. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to send it back. I'm going to just eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Look at that. And I've also got here my soursop leaf tea, which, let me just grab my my pot for you. I just got some soursop leaf. I just dropped the leaves in there, some water, put it on the stove and let it seep. And this right now, guys, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be having another cup of tea in about an hour or so, and then maybe add a little bit more water to that. And turn the burner on again and get some more, just to extract all the valuable elements out of those things before I discard them. And I wish there's a way that we could probably crush that.
Now,
and to
Philip is
find
saying
granule
he's
and put in the
never
garden.
rubbed bush tea growing up.
I mean, you have to like bush tea. Bush tea, Phil, you know that just gives you. Hey, listen, if nothing else, bush tea remind you of who? Granny.
Okay.
When Granny said, "Get 2 leaf, I get some peppermint or some fever grass." You guys know what I'm talking about,
Keep
right?
clicking those hearts, guys.
It's all about
Click
Granny.
those hearts.
Cheers.
Now, what do you mean when you say bush tea?
So bush tea is using any kind of naturally grown tree. There are some people out there that, and I'll tell you, let me share a little secret with you. My father, when I was much younger, he used to have something that was very much illegal back in those days. Ganja, we call it, marijuana. And he used to use that, and he used to make tea every morning. And I never knew that that had medicinal effects until later. You know, so I'm healthy, I'm big and strong. Yeah?
Philip said he only used to have mint tea back home.
You used to have what tea?
Mint tea.
Mint tea. Well, mint tea is a bush tea as well, you know, Phil. Mint tea is one of those things that is grown naturally out there, but there's lots of different things out there, you know, that can be used for tea. Like whoever knew that growing up that soursop leaf could have been used for tea? Now it's something that's sought after. Everyone's after soursop leaf. People are paying a great deal of money on buying this stuff on Amazon, where, you know, going back to a tropical country, you can just reach out back, go on the tree and just pluck off some branches, which is what I've done.
Now
I pluck the branches off in Jamaica and bring them back up.
Is saying you're so pretty.
I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty. Hey, don't I remind you of Muhammad Ali? I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty. Remember that? Muhammad Ali is a great guy. I'm so pretty.
Queen is saying true, me miss me granny.
Yeah, me and watch Queen. You know the thing. You know the thing. There's no love like granny love. No love like granny love. When granny said, you know, drink some bush tea and piece of dukono or blue draws.
What?
You know the deal, right? You know what?
What is that?
You don't know blue draws?
No.
Boy, you're a real Jamaican. You're not a real Jamaican. You're a Jamaican.
How many people in the chat know what blue draws is?
Come on, guys. Tell me. Shout it out. Guys, you know what?
Put in the number one.
Put in the number one if you know what blue draws. If you know what blue draws is, put in the number one. Let her know.
Type number one if you know what it is, guys, because I don't know what it is.
Them call it dukono, blue draws. It's one of those, I can't even say it's a breakfast item or a lunch item. It's an item that is consumed every day.
Blue says she doesn't have a clue.
Well,
you and me both. Blue.
What it is, Blue, it's kind of like how, you know how the Mexicans prepare that dish where it's made with corn and they wrapped it in banana leaf and they cook it. I don't even remember what that's called. But it's something similar to that. But they make a savory one. We make a sweet one. So it's got some sugar. It's got coconut in there. And that's an item that you can see the ones that will pop up there live with Andrea and family. Say, one. Tamale. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for, Blue.
This one, Denise Parker Lawrence.
What's going on, family? Denise, big up yourself. We love having you guys here.
Everybody, welcome in
Denise
Parker Lawrence.
Yo. I love sharing this moment
Queen
with friends and family.
Number
one, all the way. So, Denise, just to let you in on a little thing, this morning I prepared a cheese omelet. I've got some potatoes I had left over from last night. Just did a little creation with that. Some strawberries. I've got in my cup here, I've got soursop leaf tea, which is You need to have this. And over here,
Denise needs to know about okra water.
My okra water.
Tell her how you make it.
This is my okra water. I just get fresh okra. I just cut it up, put it in a jug, add some distilled water or even tap water if you don't have, and just let it sit in the refrigerator. Okay, now once this is all done, I fill it up again and I start the process all over. So instead of just drinking regular tap water, I'm all about the okra water because it's all about medicinal elements. It's all about nutrition. It's all about health. And we've got to take care of our health, guys, because no one else has done it.
Speaking of the soursop tea.
Soursop leaf tea is the bomb.
And that's
I'm telling
real
you.
soursop.
Real soursop leaf. I brought these back from the homeland, and you know, we can buy this stuff on Amazon, where when I go back home, I just go out back and just grab a branch, you know, let it dry a bit in the sun, throw it in a poly bag and throw it in my suitcase. It probably weighs all about a half an ounce when when I'm all done. It doesn't weigh much, easy to travel, even easy to haul. And when you get home, you will appreciate it. Look at this. I've got my little bowl of soursop leaves just sitting here, guys. It's all my leaves. I'm just letting it dry. And I just drop 3 or 4 of them in a pot, some water, put it on the burner, and pow! There you got it.
So says she's gonna try it next week. Now, Philip is saying good food, good food.
Good food, good vibes, good energy, now, good life, and long life. That's what we do.
Is saying that blue, I guess what you're talking about, is made with coconut. I think she's saying coconut cassava caramel.
That you're talking about the tamale?
The blue
like draws. No, blue draws is generally made with. I know my grandmother used to make it with sweet potato. Americans call it yam. Sweet potato, coconut. Sometimes they make it with cornmeal, just like the Mexicans make their tamale. But like I said, their dish is a savory dish. The tamale is savory. The Jamaican blue draws, our ducano, is more on the sweet side. So just imagine, get a cup of bush tea in the morning, 2 slices of ducano, because it's a fairly large thing. You can cut it in slices. If you're lucky enough, grandma might give you a whole half for yourself. But when you eat that, you're going to have very little for lunch. Because when you're off to school, you may get a couple dollars for lunch. It's not going to go far, but you got a nice, healthy dinner waiting for you at home. But that ducano will carry you through the whole day. And anybody knows.
Is saying it's very filling.
Very, very filling. Very filling.
Watch Queen is asking if you're cooking soup today.
Watch Queen, funny you should say that. Funny you should say that. Because what I think I'm going to do, Watch Queen, is I am going to double utilize this jug of okra water that I have. And I'm going to be making, I was thinking of doing a fish soup, but I was also thinking, I was kind of in between a fish soup and a chicken soup. Thinking about using this to double up, to show dual purpose, and make a soup this afternoon. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to probably do a video later on about a soup because, again, it's all about medicinal. It's all about health. It's all about the body. And anything that we can do to aid our body, to live longer, strengthen our bones, lengthen our lives, why not? If you think McDonald's or Burger King is it, you better check yourself on that. Gotta eat healthy.
She says that she made okra, corn, and tomatoes.
That sounds good. I like that. Okra, corn, and tomatoes. And Denise, do you get that all? You just fry that up in maybe some olive oil, some garlic, little onions maybe. That sounds absolutely delightful. That's something I'm going to try.
She's going to get her Jamaican adopted daughter to send me the soursop leaves again.
Yes.
She had it when she was in recovery.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Soursop leaves has so many
medicinal man. Medicinal.
If Brianna Nicole is saying hello again, you're so fine.
Big up yourself, girl. Now, if you can get a hold of the soursop itself, I used to be able to get a lot of that stuff, but it's, I haven't seen a lot of it lately here. When I go home, I can work on getting some more of that. But right now, the soursop leaf is the easiest thing to transfer or to move from back home here. It's lightweight. I can pack a lot of it in a poly bag, and I love it. I love it. I would drink this every day.
And the benefits are amazing.
Oh, yeah.
The claims.
Oh, yeah. The claims of the benefit, they talk about that it's 10,000 times more potent than chemo. If you know anyone that is going through that stage of, battling cancer, elements thereof, that's an amazing suggestion. And, where do you go wrong? It's either you consume this and it can potentially help you, or you drink that brown thing they call Tetley or Red Rose or whatever the hell they want to call those things they relate to as tea. Well, this is tea as far as I'm concerned.
She says,
because I saw the way this is produced.
She makes it like a stew. What does she make like a stew?
Probably the okra.
Oh.
Probably the okra with tomatoes, and yeah, that's a great stew. You can just pop that out. And what's really amazing, that as you're mentioning about that okra stew, how about adding a little bit of coconut milk to that? And what I do when I say coconut milk, I much prefer to use the coconut milk powder. If I can't get the natural thing, the milk powder, I prefer to use for the simple fact that I can control the thickness of it. When I dissolve it in water, I can control how much I put in. When you get a can of coconut milk, sometimes it's separated in there. You got to give it a shake. You got to put a lot more, then it's got to reduce. However, if you use the powder, you get that heightened flavor, in my opinion, which really adds a lot of different layers to your dish.
Boom! Red's room has entered the
Boom!
room.
Enter the room. Who's all? Well, big up yourself, Red's room.
Nino squad.
Big up yourself, squatty. Big up yourself. You know how it is, as they say. Boom! What? Enter the room. Dream is all around.
Denise says, yes, the okra. You put the okra. She adds some shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
She'll try the coconut milk powder. New recipe.
Yes, let me tell you, Denise. You go. Let me show you this. Let me show you this because I've got one in my cupboard.
Wagwan Red's room. Boom! You entered the room.
Dream is all around. This is the coconut milk powder that I use.
That's the one you need to buy.
Okay, I just have this in my cupboard, and like I said, what I like about this is because it's in the powdered form, I can control the amount that I put in my dish. I don't have to open an entire can just to get a little bit. I can just rip this, sprinkle a little on my meal, seal it back up, good for the next time.
Now, make sure you let them know that you have a video about all the essentials.
Oh, yes.
Making spices.
Yes. Check out my video. Got a video, all the essential items that are needed in a Jamaican household to be able to cook and make wicked Jamaican food. And this is also featured there. So check it out.
The journey of
check
my
it out.
life has entered. She's
big up yourself,
hello.
Journey. Good morning.
She's
and
busy
big
at
up.
Work, but she's saying hello.
We appreciate
to
you stopping in. Big up yourself.
Journey,
I'm gonna run over this again, guys. I've got a cheese omelet here. I've got some potatoes I had left over from last night. Strawberries. I've got my infamous okra water here. Just drank 2 glasses of my okra water. And I've got my soursop leaf tea. Sweetened by a little sugar because as you all know, I'm not sweet enough. So I gotta add a little bit of, you know what I mean.
Okay, guys. I've given all the content creators in the chat
A blue jacket?
blue jacket so
Jacket.
that we can connect to each other. And all of you people watching that aren't content creators, please connect to some of these channels here. We're all small YouTubers in these streets just trying to make it through.
We're just screws trying to get a nut.
Yes.
Right? Gotta work with us here, guys.
She loves that coconut powder.
You gotta lively up the thing.
And Red's room says it looks delicious.
Thank you, Reds. Big up yourself.
Reds if he knows all about okra water.
Yeah, Reds, do you know all about okra water? Because you should. And if you don't, now you know. Right?
Thanks to Bernie and everybody else that's listening in the background. We
appreciate you guys. Yeah, man. Big up on yourself. Red's room. I never tried it. You never tried it, Red? You got to give it a shot. It's a very simple process. You go out and you get some fresh okra, cut it up, put it in a jug, put some water on it, either using distilled water or tap water, and just cover it and let it sit in your refrigerator. Next morning, show you what you got, bro. Show you what you got. Look at that. Look at that. Huh? Now that's real water.
He love okra.
This okra is good. This is good stuff. And it's funny enough, I got a, 1 or 2 escape down in there. It gets to my mouth, I just eat it.
And where does it put the lead? In your pencil.
What's that? Oh, wait.
He wants to know if it's slimy.
It's got a little bit of texture to it. But listen, Red, the trade-off is amazing because this puts, the ladies, it gives you back your libido. And for the men, it put lead in your pencil, if you know what I mean. Sharpen the pencil. All right, let me leave it at that because this is a family program.
He said, would you add some slices of lemon?
You can add whatever you want. You can add whatever you want. Whatever gives you that flavor. You use it. Yeah, it's a soup base. I'm going to be making a soup this afternoon. I'm going to use my okra water to make my soup. It's going to have that lovely texture. And I know, a lot of Jamaicans, when they're preparing fish, like fish soup or steamed fish, they put a lot of okra in it. A lot of okra. They use a lot of okra. It gives it that denseness.
She's going to keep Tanny away from the okra water. We don't need no curry.
Listen, you need to encourage Tanny there, Blue. Give him some okra water.
And Journey sending you some hearts, and Watch Queen is laughing.
And we love that.
And
we
Red's
love that,
saying,
guys.
Nice.
You know, we gotta have fun with it. We gotta eat healthy. We gotta live a long life, and we gotta be there to be there.
Red's room says I have enough kids.
Well, listen, it's not about having kids. We can cut the string and having. We're starting. I even give this to my granddaughter. She'll try it. You know, these grandkids, they'll try anything. You know, but yeah, it is a healthy choice. It is a healthy choice. Absolutely.
But it helps to keep your blood sugar in check, your blood pressure.
Keeps you in line. Keeps you regular. Keeps you regular. A lot of fiber in there as well.
Journey says, please keep pushing, guys. The sky's the limit. Nothing but
Sky
love.
is the limit.
Back at you.
You know what I'm saying? Big up yourself, Journey, every time.
And Blue says, nope, not a chance. She has stuff to do. She don't want no open water.
Are you afraid there, Blue? Come on, Blue. Don't be afraid. Tanny.
And Red says he's going to try it. Everybody, please connect to all the content creators. We've got Watch Queen, cooking, traveling.
We got Journey. Check out Journey of My Life.
Red's Room.
Check out Red's Room. We're all here, guys. Content creator.
We had Eddie Vasquez.
Edwin Vasquez. Why you keep calling the man Eddie Vasquez? Edwin Vasquez.
Edwin. Sorry. I like to call him Eddie. Blue says, oh, I know him. He's
enough trouble as it is. I don't know, Tanny. I don't know. We gotta cage you up, Tanny.
Listen, Blue has stuff to do. She don't want no okra water over here.
That is amazing. Thank you guys so much for spending this time with us, spending this morning with us doing our breakfast. We appreciate every single one of you. We appreciate the love. But as I always say, it's you can't just keep a good thing to yourself. You got to share the love with everyone that will hear you. Your cousin, your uncle, your brother, your sister, even your in-laws that you don't like. Chime them up and say, link up Nino and Lo. You'll enjoy good vibe, good fun, good friendship, good fellowship. All right? Big up on yourself, people.
Yes.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for coming into my home, enjoying this presentation with us, and we look forward to seeing you next time. So I want to big up on yourself. Enough love, enough vibes. And hold on. What's on the menus? I'm out.
Bye, guys. Have a great day to you too. Blue.
How do you out this thing?
She's giving you massive hugs.
How do you out this thing?
You gotta touch it.
You gotta touch it. You gotta touch it. See, I don't want to go. That's why. But I gotta go.
Bye, guys.
What's on the menus? I'm out.
There you go.